What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to an Outriders video. So, today we're going to be talking about how to, pretty quickly grind up your world tier. Also get a good amount of epics, rares, I think they're called, and you can even get some legendaries doing this method. Now, the reason you want to increase your world tier, and what a world tier actually is, we'll explain in a second. But before we get into it, make sure you are subbed to the channel if you want to check out more videos like this, and check out the live stream link on the screen right now. Alright, so Outriders, I'm going to talk more about it. We'll have an entire Outriders discussion video coming up soon. But basically, it's a looter shooter I've been enjoying quite a bit so far. And there's these things called world tiers, which makes the the overworld have a higher difficulty. The higher difficulty you go, the higher enemy drops are. And it also increases how high your wearable item cap is. And that wearable item cap is actually very important because it will help increase your DPS firepower stat. Also will help increase your health and armor, which will let you do higher level expeditions. And expeditions are this game's end game missions. They're like basically curated they're just horde modes pretty much, to be honest. They're horde modes. And the higher tier you go, so let's see right here, like level 6 tier, enemies are level 38. The maximum level for the player is level 30, but the gear can go higher. And as you can see right here, the higher tier you go, like you go down to tier 5 at level 37, but you get higher drops and all that kind of stuff as you go up. It's also, you're going to be doing more damage because your drops will be higher level and higher possible firepower. So that's why you want to increase your world tier, and we're going to quickly tell you how to do that. But before we get into it, we're going to be doing a specific story side mission called Predator to Prey, and this is going to have spoilers in it. Just spoiler alert already. This is going to have spoilers in it. You're going to be doing a side quest over and over again called Predator to Prey, and the way you increase your world tier is you go on the highest world tier you currently have available. So in this clip, this was from like yesterday, I was on world tier 7. Go on world tier, whatever the highest you have, and then kill enemies. Different types of enemies give you different types and amounts of XP for your world tier going to the next level, like world tier XP. This mission right here spawns lots of really like low tier enemies, lots of mid tier enemies, lots of elite enemies, and an actual boss enemy at the end. So it's really good. Also, these are monsters. Unlike the human enemies you fight with guns, these guys have a hard time killing you, to be honest. The monsters versus human balance is not really like, it's not that great, to be honest. The monsters are much easier. As you can see, these guys are just running at me. And they easily go down. You can see the world tier XP bar at the top progressing as I kill these monsters, and we're not even at the elites yet. So things you're going to want to be using loadout-wise for running this mission, it's basically a lot of melee-based enemies, and there's some bigger, beefier targets like the alpha poker guys. I don't know what those guys are called. I haven't actually been reading this. You're going to go into the Forest Enclave. Actually, this specific area is called the Forest Outskirts. And you're going to be doing the mission called Predator to Prey. So once you beat it, you'll get like some decent rewards you can choose from, and you can rerun it over and over again. These enemies will keep spawning because you can keep playing the mission over and over again. So there's the elite enemy right there. As the Trickster, which I'm doing in this video, you want to use high burst abilities and weapons. So I'm using an automatic shotgun. An automatic shotgun is perfect for this farm, guys. So, you just basically teleport into them, blast them with the automatic shotgun. I'm using the ability called Twisted Rounds, which gives me increased damage with my shotgun until I reload. And I have a perk on there that if I kill an enemy while my magazine is low, it automatically refills my shotgun. So I can just basically spam my shotgun, my automatic shotgun the entire mission. So I don't really even need to reload, really. So I will go over that. That's probably the best perk for the automatic shotgun on the Trickster, to be honest. Killing an enemy with a low magazine refills the magazine. As you can see right there, we're just taking out everything. Don't even bother farming the iron deposits on the sides here. Now we're going to the last room. In this last room, you're going to need to just run forward, and it will start spawning the boss. Get ready to kill him. Now this is the only spot you might actually die on, because this guy does a bunch of damage with his melee attacks. So, just take him out. He's dead. As you can see right there, a pretty sizable chunk. Now keep in mind, the higher world tier you're on, the slower it will progress. Once you get to like world tier like 9 or 10, you're going to be needing to do this like 10, 15 times to get to the next tier. When you're at world tier 7, you can probably knock it out in like 2 or 3 attempts, honestly. Probably like more like 3 or 4. You kill all the guys, you go to the back of the spot. Here's the fast travel area. As you can see right there, we're going back to the outskirts, and you're just going to go to the NPC who gave you the quest. She's going to give you like a blue or a purple, and you're going to just do it again. I have gotten legendary armor from killing that boss right there, guys. That boss has good drops. And just, skip. I'd say, here's my suggestion to you. Turn the game sound off. Because turning the game sound off is going to make it where things are less annoying. Because you're going to be hearing this dialogue a lot doing this method. So yeah, let's go ahead and show some of the builds I'm going to be using right here. In this video. Now, like I said, I've only been playing the Trickster really because I have not had as much time to play as everyone else. But let's just show it real quick. All right, so we are on the Trickster right here. The weapon I'm telling you about is the Fatal Morgana automatic shotgun. So what this one is going to do, and with my specific perks, is that I have the weakening bullets will weaken the enemies for 8 seconds when I shoot them. And here's the really important one right here: Perpetuum module or mobile. You instantly replenish your magazine if you kill an enemy with 35% or less ammo in the magazine. That's really, really good at twisted rounds. I didn't really get a god roll on these perks right here, but yeah, full auto shotgun with Perpetuum mobile with twisted rounds is going to be really, really good. And that's not even like counting legendaries. The other stuff doesn't matter, so just get my firepower up. As far as good armor, you want to, at least, if you're playing on the Trickster, you do want to have something like that's going to be increasing, like this one right here. Increase critical damage while you have twisted rounds. Use twisted rounds armor pieces. Now, and the way, if you don't have a twisted rounds armor piece, you can go over to this crafting dude over here, and it's very easy to craft stuff in this game. It doesn't even take that many materials. While you're farming this mission, you'll be getting materials to mod out your gear. So let's just do that right now. I'm going to take my helmet, which is Cyclone focused. I'm going to mod the gear, and we're going to go for some god roll perk for what we're doing right now. We don't need the 2 extra magazines since we have the auto reload. This increases the firepower of your weapons an additional 15%. Perfect. Keep in mind, once you mod one of the slots on your gear, the second slot is locked. So let's use the 181 leather to put that perk on there. We instantly are doing 15% more damage now. Very, very impactful. This one right here, same thing. It's so easy, guys. And if you want to go for like other there's other like mods over here for tier 2, shotgun damage increased by 10%. If we already had in the first slot a twisted rounds perk, I would probably put that in the second slot. So let's just put a second twisted rounds thing in here just to do more damage. Keep in mind, these mods do not stack. As you can see right there, it says there's a little red box. That means you already have it on your gear. Weapon life leech, resistance piercing, critical. Let's do the critical damage one. Seems pretty good. And 179. Look at how easy it is to mod stuff in this game, because you can even do it to your weapon. I haven't really modded it out, I believe, because these perks are both pretty good. Let's swap the variant. You know what? Sure. What's the variant going to do? Narrow. That's going to give us increased crit damage and higher damage, but slower RPM. I feel like I'm okay with what we have. That also reduces our magazine by a lot. So the modding section in this game is actually going to be pretty fun, and I'll be doing a full video of that in the future. But yeah, as far as abilities, so for abilities, this is just specifically a Trickster right now, because I only play Trickster right now. Hunt the Prey. You can teleport behind the enemy. Since I have a skill tree perk, that means I do increased damage from behind. This is perfect for killing that boss real fast. Twisted Rounds, the perk we've been talking about the entire time. Increased weapon damage by a lot. And then Slow Trap will just make the enemies like basically useless while they're in the bubble. You could, of course, use other things here as well. I do like Venator's Knife a lot, and these other abilities are pretty good too. So as far as the class tree, we're going all the way into the shotgun. Cold Calculation. For each enemy in close range, your weapon damage is increased. Shotgun Master. Disruptive Power. So when we use our time bubble, we do increase weapon damage. Life Steal, I guess you could put that on there. Bounty Hunter for increased damage to elites. And we're also going into Outrider Executioner. So when we teleport behind the enemy with Deception, we do even more weapon damage. We are the weapon damage god here. And as you can see in the video behind, I got that legendary to drop. The gloves, that just dropped in the mission. So the boss does drop legendaries, guys. And I think we're almost at World Tier 8 while just doing this a couple times. But like I said, it does get a lot slower when you're at higher World Tiers. Yes, so like we did one run there, and we got, probably like 20-30% to the next World Tier and World Tier 7. Depending on how much time you want to spend, you can grind this all the way to World Tier 15 if you really want to, which I know some people have been doing. So yeah, what I'd recommend to you is a speed run. If you want to speed run to endgame, run the entire story on World Tier 1. You get the same XP, and you can even get legendaries to drop on World Tier 1 from the story, guys. I got two legendaries to drop. Actually, no, 3 legendaries to drop on World Tier 1 running the story. It goes a lot faster, and if you don't care about the story, which a lot of people don't, It's not bad, but it's not really what I play these kind of games for. Just run it on World Tier 1, and then immediately go in expeditions. Once you beat the story, you get access to expeditions. Start doing those on like the low tiers, and then you'll just get your because the thing with the expeditions, it makes it so enemies will drop higher level gear after you've completed it. So do some expeditions, then start doing this to get your world tier higher, so you can just get better world drops, and yourself you can equip higher level stuff that's going to be eventually dropping, and then you can just get to higher world tiers, grind your way up. You can even just do this to get more loot as well. So really good farm here. I would recommend it highly, and it's what I've been doing. It's what I'll be continuing to do, and I'm sure it will work fine on other classes as well. This is also a good leather farm, a good titanium farm. It's basically a good everything farm. I will admit, you don't get too many legendaries from doing it, but we'll have a legendary farming video coming out soon-ish as well, with some like pretty reliable ways to get legendaries. A lot of it's going to be like getting higher world tiers, which you'll get naturally by doing this over and over again. So hopefully you found this video helpful, guys. Sorry it wasn't the other classes' gameplay. Like I said, there's going to be like a damage buffing ability for nearly every class. So if you get like toxin rounds for the Technomancer, all that kind of stuff, you'll be fine. An automatic shotgun is a very good boss killing weapon for this, for sure, though. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for all the support, and take it easy. Peace.